Well, when it comes to Joshua versus Wilder, I have to pick Joshua over Wilder. He has more skill, while Wilder is just a windmill. I mean, he's just too wild. Doesn't really impress me that he's been a wild cherry picker.
I ain't really changed, it's the same old rebel, still a radical, I'm passionate, it's just another level. AT told me I should fight back, they don't like that. Just know if you rock the boat, you better have a life raft. BJ told me I should fight back, they don't like that. Just know if you rock the boat, you better have a life raft.
What up, everybody in the YTBC? Want to give a big shout out to hashtag Come Back to Boxing. A big shout out to Boxing United, the A-Side Boxing Community, the MOBC, the WKBC, and the LBBC. So Don Cheadle is saying that he believes that Anthony Joshua has more skill than Deontay Wilder and will defeat Deontay Wilder when they eventually meet up. Hopefully. Possibly. Who knows? Do I think that this is actually newsworthy? No, not really. In all honesty, I just wanted to make the intro to this video. But for those of you who are interested to hear what some celebrities have to say about boxing in general, Radio Raheem has a whole bunch of videos that he uploaded a couple days ago. One of them is Don Cheadle, who plays War Machine in the Marvel movies. George Lopez, I believe he also interviewed Cedric the Entertainer, if I'm not mistaken, amongst others. So, if that's the kind of thing that interests you, I mean, I guess I could say that I'm somewhat interested to hear what some celebrities have to say, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, you know. I mean, when it comes to a lot of celebrities, I just assume that they're casuals, unless they show me otherwise. As for Don Cheadle, when I was watching the interview, he did seem to know what he was talking about. His exact words were, Anthony Joshua has more skill than Wilder, and Wilder is just wild. Now, I added my own little stuff when I did the intro to this, because I just try to make things interesting and funny if I can. But, I mean, that at least tells me he knows the styles of the two fighters. I mean, anybody can look at Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder and see who has more skill. One thing that you can't count out when it comes to Wilder is his power. I mean, I know that I've been plenty critical of Deontay Wilder, but I have to call it how I see it, and that is something that looms in the back of my mind whenever I'm thinking about this fight, when or should it come to pass, is how is Anthony Joshua going to deal with the power? Because I don't take Anthony Joshua to be quite as technical as Luis Ortiz, but at the same time, he has a pretty good boxing IQ. I think he has the ability and the know-how to figure Deontay Wilder out. Now, I've already discussed this. more than likely, this fight is not next. More than likely, Povetkin is next, Brazil is next for Wilder, and hopefully after that we'll finally get what we want. But as for these celebrities, I mean, I'll put a link to the Don Cheadle interview. Fight Hype also has the Don Cheadle interview. I'm not really subscribed to Fight Hype, but I am subscribed to Radio Raheem. So I will just link one of his. Like I said, I know for a fact he has a bunch of them. I did watch the George Lopez one as well. George Lopez actually was quite funny, and I mean, well, that's not a surprise exactly, but he was a lot more fair than I thought he would be when it came to the Canelo versus Triple G situation. So it's interesting to see, just because you might expect one thing to come out of their mouth and they may say something that surprises you. Like I said, I'll put a link in the video, and then you can go take a look at some of the other recent interviews that Radio Raheem did, and you'll see that there's a bunch of celebrities there. So I'm assuming there was just some kind of a media day or something going on. There's some fights coming up this week, but I'm assuming it's something like that, or just some kind of event. Radio Raheem was there and was able to ask all these questions. So anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all actually give a shit what any of these celebrities think about boxing? I mean, are you like me, where it kind of sparks your interest, but at the end of the day, you don't really care? Or do you absolutely don't care? Or is it something that you really feel that you want to know? But yeah, what Don Cheadle says is not news in itself, in my opinion. But I just thought that maybe some people in the community might want to know what War Machine and G-Lo and The Entertainer have to say about the sport of boxing as it is right now. Tell my subscribers, anybody watching my videos, or if you just so happen to stump on this video, hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace.
Undefeated.